That'll do. Hey guys, my name is Victoria, welcome back to my channel. Today I am nervous. I'm filming my writing poetry part, I don't know, 4? I think it's 4. This is a format on my channel where you guys sent me prompts, keyword situations via Instagram. By now they are themed and I write poetry with them. And this time lots of beautiful prompts came in and I hope I can use them all. Lots of situations as well. I have a new twist which I'm going to explain in a second. Just so you know, I will write these poems in a matter of 5 to 6 minutes. I'm currently experiencing like the biggest writer's block I've ever experienced and it's hard, so I'm nervous that I can't find the words today. Let's hope I can. I decided to do it now because first of all it's spring edition, so it's April now. I think it's perfect for this time, even though we had snow just 2 days ago, at least here in this part of Germany. And I think forcing yourself to write is sometimes a good way to get out of writer's block and maybe not perform at your best, but at least get some ideas into your head and yeah, motivate you to keep writing and hopefully fight it. Before I really start the filming, I want to let you guys know, I think it was a bit confusing my last one. The way that I film these videos is a bit complicated and I want to tell you guys about it. So because these videos take such a long time, because I'm filming me writing it, then I read it, then I explain a bit about it, then choosing the words, the videos get really long. I have found a method where it will work and it will be easier for me to edit because these videos are the hardest to edit. I learned that with my Halloween edition video and that was a mess. It took me around 10 hours to edit that video. Okay, let's not exaggerate. It was maybe 6 or 7 to be completely honest, but it was constant work and it was really hard. But the way I'm filming this is I will choose the words, I will write the poem, and then I will go on to the next poem. So if the reading of the poem looks different to the writing process, it's because I will write these poems first and then I will eventually, after writing all of them, read them to you. You can see the clock, so just so you know I'm not like cheating or anything. I will write these in a matter of 5 to 6 minutes and sometimes I take a minute or two to kind of adjust some things or maybe put in an idea that I wasn't able to in that short amount of time. There won't be editing, maybe a bit of tweaking, so it might sound nice, but all of these will be first drafts. So that is how I film the video. So first I write them all, and then the second batch of the video, or the second batch of filming, I will read them to you, but you will see them right after I wrote them. So just so you know that there won't be any confusion, that the background or the lighting might change. And yeah, I think we will start right away. I have a twist this time. I put all the prompts in here. Red is the words itself, so the words I'm going to use, and white is more like situations, kind of like a plot or the key idea of a poem. So I don't know how many I would choose. I thought in the beginning I would choose a situation and then 2 words for it, but I found out that I have more situations than words. So we will make it happen. I think I will choose 2 situations and 2 words for the first category, and then I will write. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, let's start with the first poem. I'm nervous. I'm gonna choose 2 situations. I think this is fun that way. Like the last time, I always chose the words that I thought would be good together. Now I'm making it more complicated. We love that. Okay, 2. Sometimes there are more words, but that's because you guys were amazing at sending things in, which I'm really thankful for, by the way. And I will write on my iPad because I write faster that way. Okay, the first thing is, okay, this is a word. Daffodil. My sister said this and I actually know. A picnic with your best friend next to a lake. Okay, very nice, that's a situation. Light, it's another word. And exploring. Okay, so we have a picnic with your best friend next to a lake, exploring as a theme, these 2, and the words that I have to use are daffodil and light. I'm gonna write them down and then we will see how this is gonna go. I literally have no idea. Guys, I am scared. Because I'm always talking, and the people who know me know that, I never thought that I would be, that I would have a hard time finding words. Most of the time I have, like, finding the right words, that's a different thing. That's when it comes to editing, but finding words in general for poetry in 3 years wasn't ever actually my problem. But, you know, there's a first time for everything. Okay guys, it's time to read the first poem. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. This was fun to write. It took some time. I don't know, sometimes you can see me in the fast, what's it called? Time lapse. You can see me thinking like, how do I do this? I will read it to you. This is, I have not given it a title. I will probably give them a title while editing, so you will see a title and I hope I choose a good one. Okay, again the prompts were exploring, a picnic with your best friend next to a lake, and the words were daffodil and light. So not that much, but I wrote something. I look at you and you look at me. There's your singing smile and shiny teeth that tell me to fetch the daffodils next to our feet. They surround us like tiny beasts, waving their petals at us as if they were bees. Them I have not seen today, and I thanked the silent wind and prayed because I know you'd be scared, and I want you to be okay. The light carves diamonds out of the surface of the lake that might envelop our bodies if the sun continues to bake us in the oven made out of air and grass. We welcome everything and sit silently in the space made out of glass. Okay, so I like this one. I actually really like this one. As I said, these are first drafts and I already have a lot of ideas how I can make this into a very nice, intricate and clever thing that just describes such a fragile and small moment that will be so valuable for you later when you think about it or in the moment itself. That's why I really love the last line. We sit silently in the space made out of glass. First of all, obviously I googled what rhymes with grass and then I came, okay, glass, what could I do? And I thought this was so nice because I sometimes think about very positive events and very nice days as fragile things, as some things that are easily broken or that can easily be overshadowed by other things. And I think glass is the perfect kind of metaphor. It's kind of also like a snow globe. That's how I imagine it, but without the snow, obviously. That would be really cute to like draw, you know, in the snow globe itself, you and your best friend having your little picnic next to a lake and everything's shiny. Oh, that could be so nice. And then when you shake it, there's like flower petals, very small, or little butterflies flying around. Someone make this. Anybody know someone who can like make snow globes? I would love to do that. So yeah, I already have such a great idea of how I can edit it to be so nice, but I already like it a lot. I like the first stanza of just ending with like the same sound, like E, like me, teeth, feet, beasts, bees. I really like that. The daffodil, by the way, I looked for the meaning, which is just perfect. And it's rebirth and new beginnings. Perfect. So thank you to my sister who sent in this beautiful flower. I like the ease of this poem. You know, the first line is I look at you and you look at me. Most of the time when I write a poem, I try to put something great into the first line that's immediately, oh my god, wow. But this is so observable, or can you say that? It's so easy to understand and it might be a bit superficial. That's what my critic says to me now. I'm like, oh, it's too simple, do something else with it. But I think it's also a really nice moment where you just look at your best friend and it's like, oh my god. I also did not want to write like your best friend in this poem because I like to keep that room for interpretation. You can do that with a family member, with your best friend, with your loved ones, with your partner, who else? You know, your pet. It's just, it's nice. I really like it. I also like I don't know how to call it, I don't have a word for it. The childishness of the last stanza. So the first line is like, oh my god, the light carves diamonds out of the surface of the lake, right? Okay. And then the next one is like, the sun bakes us in the oven of air and grass because it's so hot. And that's why we might go swimming in the lake later. So that's how I put in the lake. So as you can see, I sometimes use the words that you guys give me, sometimes describe them in a way. And yeah, this is really nice. I like it. It's a great way to start. And yeah, let's keep going. Let's have two situations. New beginnings, classic. And self-love, nice. And two words. The sky hurts. This is a prompt by my dearest friend Julie, and that is really great. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, we have melting snow, dandelion, no socks, and exploring nature. I'm not sure if I can choose all of them because I have a thing in mind. Let's write everything down. Okay. Ooh, I was so excited about this Sky Hurts prompt. It's so good. Let's go. I'm excited. Okay. I'm gonna give myself 6 minutes for that because I'm excited. Okay, let's go. By the way, I have this remote because I'm writing while I'm listening to a playlist for a peaceful spring light academia on my TV. Okay, let's go. Okay, the second poem. The prompts were new beginnings, self-love, and exploring nature. And the words were the sky hurts, melting snow, dandelion, and no socks. So let's do this. Okay. The sky hurts, so heavy on my shoulders, so hot without the clouds, so empty with all the blue. My feet are cold with snow, melting between my toes. The dry skin on my hands slowly flows away with the wind, and my eyes, no longer blinded by the white, will start to see. The highest hill I'm standing on will carry dandelion, 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 and my ears full with orchestras starting to play their tunes. Violins, flutes, and cellos played by musicians of feathers and wings. The sky still hurts, heavy on my shoulder, hot without the clouds, but it will fill with music and laughter and friends, and they will help me lift their home and make me smile once in a while. I like this a lot. I like this so much. So let's go through it a bit. So this has sort of like a sad undertone, right? So the first line being the sky hurts, by the way. Just had to use that as the first line. So great. Sadly, it does not come from me. It's from Julie, so I'm giving her the credit. I looked at that and I thought of, okay, Atlas. Atlas holding the sky, being punished by Zeus. If you don't know who Atlas is, this is Atlas. He is from Greek mythology. He's one of the Titans. Yes, they lived before the Olympian gods like Zeus, but that's a different theme. And he is punished for forever to hold the sky on his shoulders. And I thought immediately about that. So it's heavy on my shoulders, it's hot without the clouds, you know, to shield you from the sun. So it's a bright, sunny day in spring. And I like the last line with like, so empty with all the blue. Obviously it's just, you know, it's a blue sky. What else is there? But empty and with, they're contradictory. And I like that. So, and then the second and the third stanza, they have a contrast to each other. So the second stanza is fun because the first half of every sentence is like, my feet are cold, the skin of my hands is dry, or my eyes are blinded. Not in those exact words, you have seen the poem. But these things are all resolved, these things are all made better with the second half of each line. Like, the snow is melting between my toes, the dry on my skin, it just flies away. It might be a bit disgusting. But that's what I thought about. I thought about what winter does to your body. So for me, I have cold feet in winter, like a lot of people. My hands get incredibly dry. And you know when you go outside and everything is so full of snow and then the sun is shining and you can't see shit. So yeah, sun, you know, my eyes are no longer blind, woohoo! And then the third stanza is kind of like, hey, look at that, spring is here, how nice it is. The highest hill, again, reference to Atlas, so he's standing on a very high hill and has to hold the sky, metaphorically. And we'll carry dandelion, dandelion, dandelion. Dandelion are a symbol for change, obviously because they change themselves. They also symbolize hope and love and happiness, repeating that 3 times. 3 as being a lucky number, just, I thought it was nice. I thought it had a nice melodic sound that I wanted to put in there. In general, you can find a lot of 3 things in my book in general. So when I'm counting things, most of the time it's always 3. I think a lot of people do that because 3 is just such a nice number. It's a lucky number and all of that, but I associate a lot with that number because I have 2 sisters. My entire childhood and still my entire life has always been, oh, there are 3 objects of a thing, like, I don't know, 3 flowers next to each other or 3 pictures, 3 pillows next to each other. We always would decide who is like which. If for example, flowers had different colors, we were like, okay, you're the blue one and you're the orange one and you're the red one or whatever. So 3 is obviously a lucky number, but it also symbolizes me and my sisters. So, oh my god, Oh my god. That's a little insider into my book, by the way, that I don't think a lot of people will know about when they read my book. So yeah, you heard it here first, and you, maybe if you want to have my book when it's finally done, you will get to that. Then I had to think of it. I was like, okay, what else do I want to write about without just saying, oh god, the birds are flying? I thought about what happens in the early morning when spring arrives in general, and here on the countryside the first thing that you hear are the birds. Very simple, but because I'm listening to some music, there was a very nice string piece playing. It's like an orchestra playing a certain song, and I thought, okay, let's just give the birds some instruments, and I like that picture, that image. And then the last one brings you back. I said that in my last video. I think I've wrote such a poem in every single video, where I would have the first stanza repeated sort of in the last one, so the sky still hurts, but it has a slight change to it. There are words missing and there are things coming to it, so it still hurts, but, and the but is the most important thing, it's easier. You know, winter for some people is really hard. For me, it has been in the past. Luckily, the last winter wasn't as bad. This is kind of like, and I hope people could like relate to this, saying that I still might be depressed after winter is finished. It is essentially a bit easier when I see the sun once in a while, or when I'm not cold the entire time. Okay, yay. And also, they will help me lift their home. I chose the word their because it's the birds that mainly fill the sky. So the sky is like their home and not really ours, or in general, the home of the flying animals. You know, I have to hold their home. Oh, if you want to analyze it or if you want to interpret it, it can also be that you always carry the burden of others. Oh, okay, this is getting very far. That's just, you know, I'm not gonna analyze my own poems. At least not right now. So let's just keep going. Okay, after that one, which was fun, we're going to write the next one. I don't know how many we're going to write today. In my winter video we wrote 4. I want to go a bit more today, maybe 5. Okay, this is a situation. The moment when you feel the sun on your face for the first time in a very long while. The smell of flowers. These are words: sun, violets, and birds. And awakening, sunshine, and new beginning. So we already used beginning, so I'm going to focus on the awakening part and the sunshine. Not all the words are completely only words, but maybe things I'm going to describe. But the situation is one that... okay, yeah, we're gonna write it down, and then we're gonna write something. This one is more like, this one is very much a story, which I really like. I'm gonna read it. It's so fun. Okay. I awake in a theater, chairs made out of tree trunks, and a stage made out of vines. Pipes I hear, and the curtains lift, and the sun takes her place in the spotlight of the world. It's bright, and I almost miss the gorgeous dress of the actress, made out of violets draped over her body. I smell them before I see the purple fabric. I wait for the play to start, but the sun only turns and turns and turns, and seconds fill minutes, then hours, then days, until the violet dress turns brown and empty, and the curtain lowers and the play is over. I fall asleep many times, and many times I awake. And she was always there, though sometimes disguised as the moon. But that's a tale for another day. This was the sun, and I was her audience. A brighter play I have never seen. I just really like this one. Guys, I can tell you that this will be in my book, slightly changed obviously and edited, and there will be a fitting piece for the moon. So I will describe the play of the moon. That is just so much fun. I don't even want to explain much more. I love it. Because I'm from Germany and my mother language, or my first language, is German, the sun was always female, because we say die Sonne. In most languages, at least in most Western languages, the sun is male, like le soleil or sol. I also associate Apollo with the sun now because I'm a Greek mythology nerd. But in this piece, the sun I just chose female for her. I also think that pronouns are not really that important here. The sun is the sun, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I already have an idea for editing. So in this poem, the sun just has a female pronoun. I might change it later, but I thought this was nice. I also just like the her sound more than the his sound because the S is so sharp. Yeah, I like it a lot also because I love theater and I love plays, and this is just really, I thought, you know, it's just pretty and I can picture it, easy to understand, and I also like the element of the indicator that it will end, that this play of the sun, that the play of spring and eventually summer, because I think this can also be used for summer, will eventually turn into fall again. Okay, the prompts were again the first moment of the sun, or you seeing the sun for the first time, the smell of flowers, and the words were sun, violets, birds, and awakening. My dog might bark a bit in the next clip, so we're going to choose more situations. We're going to at least write 5 today. Forest walks. Forest walks is nice. First, snowdrops are blooming. Okay, I like that. Without jacket. Magical. Okay, we have forest walks, magical. First, snowdrops are blooming. Without jacket. Honestly, we're gonna choose another one. Sunbeams tickle my nose. That's nice. Okay, let's go. Okay, oh my god, this is another really fun one. I will put that in my book. I can already see this, and I will have so much fun editing it. This reminds me so much of like a poem for children. Okay, before I read it, the prompts were forest walks, the first snowdrops are blooming, and the words were magical and without jacket, and the sunbeams tickling the nose. Or my nose. Okay, let's read it. Take a jacket with you, my mom cried from the kitchen. I gave her a smile to show that I listened. The surest thing I will ever do, I reply, and I'm gone out of the door. I run into morning dew. Excuse me, dear, what makes you run so fast? I'm very sorry, miss, please let me pass. The snowdrops are here, small, sweet, and so brightly new. Oh, I understand, my child. Hurry, before they fall asleep again and start to hide. I thank the old lady that begins her youth every morning and ages and dies in the matter of 3 to 4 hours. The sun says hello too, but she's too busy for my running. Her duties await her at the altar of lovesick flowers. So I run into the forest, and surely enough, there they are, still tiny and fragile, but wearing a sleepy, magical smile. I greet them with a whisper, and lay down next to them to sleep for a while. I love this so much. I will love editing this, making it longer, putting more things into it, sort of building it like a fairy tale, but essentially it being a poem, rhyming being nicer and meter being nicer. But just, I love this, I really do. Does that sound arrogant? I'm just really happy. I haven't written in such a long time. I had this idea actually a long time ago of writing something where the elements or things that couldn't speak. You know, the magical element of that. I love this. And yeah, I did it with it. By the way, I bored another word that I did not choose for this poem or did not select, but it is in here, which is morning dew, which came in this morning on Instagram, and I thought, okay, I have to use this, I have to use this. Here again, the sun is again female, and I write, her duties await her at the altar of lovesick flowers. I like that a lot. Being like she's like a priester or someone that just weds people. I don't know, I can't explain that right now, but like lovesick flowers, I like that a lot. So yeah. Anyway, I really like this poem. This makes me really happy. Let's continue before I talk too much. Is there still something else? Okay, I had to change my card because it was full. Okay, I feel like the last 2 lines are a bit rushed because I didn't have that much time, because this whole poem is about, oh my god, I want to see the snowdrops, they're here, woohoo! And I only see them in the last 2 lines. Also has a nice meaning, like you're always running towards something that just is there for a short amount of time and you don't really enjoy the moments or enjoy the journey. But that was, you know, again, analyzing my own poetry in far-fetched ways. You know, editing would be fun, let's just say that. Okay, I think we're going to write one more. I'm excited. Let's see what kind of situations. I have some situations, like this one, spring flowers, which is more like words, so I'm trying to put in flowers as much as possible. Hope. Okay, So a situation is hope. And bathing in warmth for the first time in a while. Cleaning the windows in my body. Damn. Okay. That is our last thing. Okay, let's read the last one. Again, the prompts were cleaning the windows in my body, hope, bathing in warmth for the first time in a while, and spring flowers. The bathtub is filled. Water from a spring nearby with flowers swimming in it. Blue hyacinths, blue forget-me-nots, and blue irises. As I stand exposed to wind that sings and trees that dance, I dip my feet into the cold and find that it is warm at last. Like a blanket I pull it over my head, and underneath I see the life that was frozen just mere moments ago, it seems. Swans want their babies. Fish have their fins, and weeds have their height. Everything warmed in colored pastels and newfound light. I miss the moon, but I hide from her. She's been my companion the entirety of winter. I don't want her to think I prefer her brother, but right now he has the warmth she sadly cannot offer. She will be back when I walk through the night, and she won't be jealous until then or bother, and neither will I. Okay, I feel like it's very simple. I feel like most of the poem is just simply describing something, and I use the cleaning the windows in my body. I would have loved to use that more. Sadly, I didn't really put in the windows in my body, but I will put it in there when I edit it. And bathing in warmth for the first time in a while. You know, I took that literally. You literally bath in the warmth and, you know, the bathtub. And the bathtub is obviously a lake. I don't think, oh, I would love to have a bathtub that was this big. And then after everything warmed in colored pastels and newfound light, I thought, okay, this is nice. Wait, okay, I could stop. But then I wrote, I miss the moon, but I hide from her. I feel like this could also be put into another poem. Or when this poem is more, when I edit it more, when I put in things and delete some, that this could fit in better. But I feel like it has a different color for me. So that part of the poem, starting with I miss the moon to the bathtub is filled. But I really like that in here, the sun is male. So obviously taking a lot of inspiration from Apollo and Artemis. They are twins. So that's why I wrote, I don't want her to think I prefer her brother, that I prefer Apollo over Artemis. Yeah, nerd alert. I put in Greek mythology in almost all of these poems now. I feel like a lot of these poems have an undertone of new beginnings and maybe finding new light, something awakening, not only because spring stands for that, but also because winter has become such a difficult season. I've known that, but I have not experienced that until last year. So that is always in the back of my head, and I feel like because I write a lot of poems that I want people to relate to that maybe have a hard time dealing with mental health or mental illnesses. Yeah, I also like that a lot. I think my favorite one is with the morning dew. I also like the picnic. I love the theater one. I can't choose. I don't know. I believe they all have a pretty big chance of being a part of my book. So yeah, if you want to see them again, edited, buy my book when it's ready in like 3,000 years. Yeah, I don't know. But this definitely gives me motivation to write again. This is definitely the best method to fight writer's block, by the way. I'm really happy that you guys helped me so much. So first of all, thank you all to the people that gave me prompts, that send in things, and for your creativity and your imaginary minds. It's really great. So yeah, I'm really, really happy. This made my day. Not only because I found that the words were coming again, but also because I was so nervous and because I've been having a really hard time with writer's block. Anyway, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and comment down below what you would like to see next. The next video of this format will probably be, I don't know, in June, July. I would also like to know what poem you like the most. Yay! And if you have read or written any poems that maybe fit this season, why not write them down below for everybody to read, and maybe we can discover each other. That would be amazing. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and don't forget to click the little bell next to the subscription button to never miss an upload. And also, if you want to be updated on everything, follow me on my Instagram. And if you want to read more bits and pieces of my poetry, you can do that here. That's my account. Everything is linked down below. As always, I have linked sources for education and maybe donation of and for the current crisis and the war in Ukraine down below. And if you have any reliable ones, then leave them in the comments for everybody so we can help the people that are affected. I hope this video was a bit distracting from everything, maybe gave you a bit of comfort, I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, thank you to all the people who sent in prompts and ideas and keywords. Have a great day, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, what's up? Hey guys, the majority of the... Fuck off, can you stop being so loud? Okay, that must be enough. Okay, this was long. I'm hungry. I'm gonna get some food. Bye guys! Bye!